Boom. That Blood EP. Jakob Campbell. Oh, what's up? It's That Guy Mile High. Just want to let you guys know we got that Jakob Campbell EP that just dropped. The Blood. It's the first of three of the Blood, Sweat, and Tears EP series. Go cop it. Drop today. It's fire. What's going down, everybody? It's your boy, That Guy Mile High, tuning back in for another HHTv. And this time we are HHTv interview. I missed that part. But this time we got Jakob Campbell in the building, otherwise known as Big Jake.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Talk to me.
When he's talking his ish on them tracks,
It's
sir.
Big Jake.
It's Big Jake. You know what I'm saying? You know the difference when it's Jakob Campbell. When it's Jakob Campbell, you know, you never know what you might get.
For sure.
But when it's Big Jake,
I'm talking that talk.
you talking that ish, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Look, I
that's
told you
true.
I was listening, bro. I went back.
To catch that.
I went back. I was listening, you know what I'm saying? And for those of you who don't know, so Jakob Campbell is an up and coming artist representing Denver, Colorado, my home city. Come on, we need some clappy hands for that one, sir. Clappy hands. You dig? Shout out to Denver.
Shout
you know
out
what I'm
to
saying?
Denver, man, for real.
And as far as Spotify says, you know what I'm saying, he's about 500,000 streams a year as of 2020. You know what I'm saying? Got 100 different countries that you're being listening to. Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
100, bro. That's crazy. And on top of that, you was a part of the Hustle and Flow TV show.
Rhythm and flow.
Rhythm and Flow.
I ain't Terrence
Hustle and
Howard, bro.
Flow.
Hustle and flow's Terrence Howard.
Look. See, that's that smoking.
That's Terrence Howard, man.
That's
Maine.
right.
That's Terrence Howard, man.
That's that pothead shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stoner. You know what I mean? I'm a stoner. But anyways, bro, let's get into
Hard
this.
out here for trying to get the money for the rent. That's Hustle
Gang.
and flow.
Gang. It's Rhythm and Flow. You're right. He was on Rhythm and Flow, the TV show. And it was a dope show, bro.
Yeah.
Super dope show. And I'm excited to get into that too. But my first question for you, man, before we get into this actual interview, we dive into you, your life, the timeline. How does it feel to be Jakob Campbell right now?
I'm blessed, man. I feel super blessed. Obviously, things could get overwhelming, you know, and sometimes I get a little stressed, but
Talking to the mic.
you know, I'm just blessed, man. You know, things can get overwhelming. Just trying to get where I want to go. I got big goals, so
Hell yeah.
as of right now, I just feel blessed, man. I'm just working my ass off.
Hell yeah, that's dope, man. I can see that you're enjoying yourself.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like the person that I saw when I like in the very first, you know, music videos or like the older ones,
Yeah,
and the person you see in the music videos now, completely different.
1000%.
Completely different. The confidence levels through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that's real talk, bro.
Yeah.
But let's get into this, bro. I want to start from the beginning. Let's start all the way from the beginning.
Bet.
First off, I want to ask, are you originally born in New York?
No.
Okay, I found an article that said that you was originally born in New York, and I was
They're
like,
capping on my
I'm gonna
name,
ask him
man.
that. Yeah, I'm not even lying, bro.
I'm from the
I was
city,
reading
man.
hella articles. I promise you. I think I even might still have the article up.
Damn,
I'll
I
show
didn't
it
even
to
see
you.
that.
Yeah, it says that you were originally born in New York, and I was like, interesting, because I couldn't find that shit nowhere else, bro. So I was like, I'm gonna ask. Cool. That's
Denver.
false information, people. He's
Yeah.
not originally born in New York. So he's
Denver,
originally born in
Colorado.
Denver.
Yes,
That's what I'm
sir.
talking about. That's my ninja. You know what I'm saying?
We Denver.
That's what's up, bro. So Denver, baby, through and through. You dig what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? So
Big
let's get into the childhood, man. How
Okay.
was it growing up? How was your relationship with your mom, your dad? Because from what I could see and what I found, you were mainly raised by your mom. Your dad was, you know, in the picture somewhat up into a certain point, but because of, you know, his own issues and demons that he couldn't, you know, overcome,
Yeah.
he ultimately left and went away. Let's get into that, man. Like, what was it like being you growing up?
You know, I had a rough childhood, but the biggest thing that I tell everybody, you know, everything could always be worse. So,
Facts.
you know, I look at it as I take the good with the bad. You know, everybody goes through something, you know, and I see that I went through everything that I went through for a reason now that I'm out of it. I mean, at the time, you can't see that,
Facts.
but
It's hard.
That's
It's
just
hard
with
to see
everything.
something like that in
Mhm.
the moment.
in the moment, that's with everything. But I believe 100% everything happens for a reason. You'll always see the reason later down the road. So it's just how I got into rapping. You know, I was just dealing with a lot, and use it as an outlet. Like you said, I was mainly raised by my mom, single mother.
Yeah.
Home.
What is the relationship with your mom? Like at that time, like were you a mama's boy?
For sure.
Yeah.
1,000%.
I feel
still
that.
am.
You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I was raised by my mama too. So
I'm still a mama's boy. Yeah.
What's the relationship with your dad if you have one at that time? Like was there one at that time?
No. I mean, well, he was in the household. I mean, yeah, he was still my father, but at that time he caused a lot more harm than raising me.
Yeah.
And then when he left, we didn't really have a relationship. He tried to hit me up maybe when I was like 14. We didn't really
didn't
develop anything.
Yeah.
He's inconsistent at the time. I don't blame him. I mean, he's still, like you said, dealing with his own issues.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't stop drinking. So, he hits me up every now and then from time to time, but we don't really have a relationship at all.
Yeah, there's no connection.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, man, like from a personal, experience of my own. Like my father went to prison when I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And got out when I was like 13 or 14 or something like that. But then I didn't actually end up seeing him or even reconvening with him again. So I was like 18, and it was on like the weirdest of terms because he was like homeless, and I was just in my car like living my life, and he walks across the street in front of like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was with my my girl at the time, and I was like, wow. And she's like, what? Like, you look shook. And I was like, I kind of am. Like, that's my dad right there walking in front of us. Like, it was crazy. So I definitely understand that, like, just lack of even wanting a relationship with somebody at that point, because you've already done, helped raise yourself. Your mom's already did her best
it's
job.
Just like,
you know what I'm
how
saying?
I look at it is like, I needed you back then.
Facts.
I don't really need you now. And
Facts.
so it's like, I don't have no hate in my heart towards him. I forgive him for everything he did, but some things you can't forget.
Big facts. No, that's big facts. How about your brother, man? I know you got just the one sibling, right?
Yeah, I got a big brother.
A big brother. Okay, I couldn't quite figure it out. Like they just kept saying brother when I would like see references of him. I don't even know his name. What's his name? If
Chuck.
I don't mind. All right, what up, Chuck? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't figure out who you was, bro.
That's my dog.
Shout out to Chuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what's your relationship with your brother, bro?
Super close, man. Me and him are like best friends. Really, talk to him every day. Even though he don't even live with us anymore, he living his life, just got married and stuff. So, but we're super close. Like, even when I was first starting rapping, man, he would pay for the studio time, everything. Like, just
that's dope.
Super big supporter of mine.
That's
forever.
dope. Hell yeah, bro. You always need those people that are like in your immediate family. At least one.
At least one. You feel me?
Believes.
Because even in high school, like my mom wasn't the biggest fan of me rapping.
She probably just didn't understand it then. That's all.
And
we don't get to that too.
She didn't see the vision at the time. It's okay. But yeah, my brother always, seen it and wanted me to do this. So, he was always supporting me, always looking out, really was like my father. I can't even lie. He was working since he was 14 years old, trying to help us out. So.
Doing what he had to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's dope, bro. I appreciate that role that he played in your life, because I've played that role for my sibling, because I'm the oldest of my siblings. So to like know that you had someone like that who stood up and played that role,
for sure,
it means a lot.
I don't know,
you know what I'm saying?
Without him.
Yeah, like I'm even doing that right now with my younger brother. Like he's 17, trying to figure himself out, and I'm just like, yo, just come stay with me. We're going to get it together, help them get like a bank account, get back into working. We're going to get the school figured out. You know what I'm saying? I just got to just be a big brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to be your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Exactly.
I'm just going to give you guidance.
I'm going to help you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Show you things that I've learned.
Facts.
Because you've been through it before me. So that's literally what he's done. So.
Hell yeah. So once your dad left, you obviously said that, it was what it was. Mm-hmm. And seeing him be so destructive with alcohol, is that ultimately what made you make the decision to not drink or smoke or do anything like that too?
Yeah, I think that's definitely the biggest part of why I don't. Just seeing, all my life I've seen the bad in it.
Right.
One of my best friends who I grew up with also lost his mom. Because she was his dad was drinking and driving, lost her in a car accident. So it's just like I said, I just always seen the bad in it. You know? I just never seen the benefits. So that's really eventually why I was just like, I'm not going to ever dive into it. I don't judge anybody who does, especially if you do a responsibility, have fun.
For sure. No, and that's use responsibly.
Even with we my dad smoked. My dad was in drugs, like other drugs as well. But I just see it like, I've seen a lot of people get into smoking weed at a young age or just now, period, and their priorities is messed up. I think if you smoking, your priorities is straight, then do your thing, man. I don't judge you at all. But that's another reason as well. Like, I just don't. I'm just so focused right now, bro.
You are.
Like,
You're in tune.
I don't, you feel me? Exactly.
So back then, did you ever experiment with anything?
I've never drank in my life.
Congrats, bro. That's dope. I like real shit. I was about to say congratulations, but I mean, yeah, I guess whatever. But no, that's super dope, bro. Like to even say like you don't do anything and you've even never even taken the step to even try it. Yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it holds more merit at that point. You know what I mean?
I just know who I am. I'm really in tune with myself, and I just. I know I don't need it. I don't see the use for it in my own life, like I said, but I don't judge anybody who does.
Hell yeah.
At all.
No, that's dope. So what kind of kid were you in school? And did your home life, your dad being so destructive and him leaving and, watching your mom struggle, did that affect you in school?
For sure.
And when I say affect you too, that could mean in a good way because you could have been, straight A student or really good. Like, I don't want to just assume that it was, you just were just bad. You like myself, like, you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't like a terrible kid. I think just like dealing with everything, my grades wasn't great just because of that. I'm a very smart kid, but. When you got to come home, when you got time to do homework, when your mom and dad is arguing all night, and I got to watch her getting beat on and stuff, like, I don't got time to do no homework, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then even going into high school, like, my senior year, we had got evicted from our house, and I'm working full time. Like, I don't got time to be at school, you feel me? So I wasn't there a lot. I thank God I graduated in 4 years.
I was just about to ask you, did you graduate?
I graduated in 4 years. They tried to say I couldn't, they wasn't going to let me walk. Had me messed up, trying to tell me I wasn't going to walk.
Watch me.
After everything I done did.
Right, watch
literally. Me. Like I said, we got evicted my senior year and people don't understand, like, because I don't, I'm a person, I hate complaining, because like I said, I know it could be worse. But yeah, like, you go to school 7 to 3 or whatever. I take the bus, get to work at 5, work from 5 to like 2 in the morning. By that time, the buses stop running, so I got to walk home. I walk 3 miles home every single night. And then I got to be back at school at 7 in the morning. I'm not coming. Come on.
I feel that. I was sitting there like, man, I don't think I would have made it to school either. Shit.
You feel me? So it was like a choice, like either do this homework and not make it to the first half of school and come at lunch, or not do homework.
I feel that. So, you had to make a real grown man decision, and it is what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where were you working at the time?
I was at Wendy's.
Hey,
shout out.
Shout out to Wendy's holding your boy down.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Them spicy nuggets still better than me. Yeah. Hey, that's what's up, bro. So,
that's
all right.
funny you said that. This girl hit me the other day. This is a funny story. She hit me the other day. I don't even know her. DM me like, you remember me?
Oh,
like, I don't think so. She was like, I used to come up to Wendy's all the time.
Oh, you was macking on the bitches in the motherfucking in the takeout line, bro?
How am I supposed to remember you? I'm taking thousands of orders every day, man. I don't know who you are.
You had to just find some fun in that right there. You was hitting on everything that came through that look. All right, what up? What you doing?
Yeah, me and my friend, we had this thing called the Moonlight Special. You feel me?
Explain.
All the bad bitches, cause we worked late night at Wendy's. All the bad biddies come through to the drive-thru. We finna plug you on some nuggets and some burgers, man.
Bruh.
Pop out. Moonlight Special, man.
That's how you do it. Hey, all you up-and-coming artists, that's game. That's how you get the hottest chicks to come be in your videos. You just gave game, bro, without even realizing it, bro.
That's playing this in real life, bro.
That's how you motherfucking get chicks, the hottest bitches to come pull up in your video, bro. And you got the setting. You got the moonlight. You got the parking lot that's lit. And you got the Wendy's, bro.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I get off at midnight, little mama.
Hey, look. That's what I'm talking about. That's my dog right there. God damn. All right. Now that we know a little bit about you, let's get into this music shit, bro.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think now we understand exactly where you came from, man. You struggled. You definitely came from the mud and made some shit happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? So let's figure out that process now. So from what I could find, you started in about middle school, right?
Yeah.
All right. What actually got you to be like, all right, I'm gonna start making music?
Man, I just love, music. So I started like just rapping to myself and just freestyling all the time, like around 9 years old.
Okay.
Cause when
That's
I was younger,
that's elementary. So that's like what, 4th grade?
like 4th grade for real.
Real
but
shit.
yeah, like when I was younger, I lived with my cousins. It was like, me, my mom, my brother, and my cousins. So it's like 12 people in the house. And but my big cousins, they were all older, so they put me on to a lot of like rap music. That's how I really got like put on to rap music.
They gave you the game.
Yeah, like I never forget. And this is why one of my favorite artists is 50 Cent of all time.
Okay, word.
And yeah, like my cousin for Christmas, I got Get Rich or Die Trying.
I was just about to say you was gonna get Rich or Die Trying, huh?
And we listened to that over again, and I'm like, man,
everybody did.
Exactly.
Everybody did. That shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? Bruh.
So
if you didn't have that album, you're
hey, 50's
we moving on.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We just gonna move on from you. You know what I'm saying? We
can't
even acknowledge you. You just go look it up. We're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's just like them just getting me more in tune with, hip hop. And then just I just fell in love with it, bro. And I just was dealing with a lot, like I said, and at that time just needed like an outlet and just a form of expression because my thoughts were going crazy. So and then then I started recording in middle school, just in the shit studio.
I was gonna ask you that. So because I saw that you had started recording, like you had mentioned in one of the articles that you did start recording super early, like. You basically started rapping with a group of your friends, and then like the next year you was like, all right, yeah, I started like really trying to put some stuff down. What was that studio experience like? Was it like just the basement closet situation, or you know what I'm saying?
Man,
what's going on? I mean, you might have even had just like the computer headphones. You did like the gaming headphones, because I definitely know who was getting it how they live. You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing, man. First place I ever recorded, which is crazy. So my brother, he worked at a church, right? So they had like all the like recording equipment. So we just tried to figure something out.
Did you make a gangster song in a fucking church,
I didn't make no gangster
Did
song.
you make a gangster song in a church, my nigga?
No.
Please don't tell me you made a gangster song in the holy house of Jesus.
Oh no, man. I don't remember. It was probably awful. I was just freestyling over beats, and but we didn't know what we was doing, so it sounded terrible. And then after that, then we got to the room, had a little mic set up in the room. I was recording there. And then we just kept upgrading from there.
You gotta do
man.
progression. You know what I'm saying? So back then, did you know that you had something? Or was it just you going off of faith of just like, you know what? This is just what I want to do. They said I could be anything. Yeah. This is what I want to be.
I think I knew I was good at rapping, especially like around 14, 15. I probably thought I was better than I actually even was at the time because I wasn't that good. But just like even now, like you said, I started rapping with a group of my friends in high school, and we called ourselves The Root. And
The Root. Okay, that's what it was. Because you said it on, there was a barbershop interview that you did.
Yeah.
That I think it was the only one that I watched that you actually mentioned it. Mm-hmm. Because they brought it up, I think, or you did. I don't remember how it got brought up, but you said it, and I was like,
yeah.
What did he say? And I couldn't quite make it out, and I was like, all right. I had like Rube Nation or Roots Nation or something. I was like, it was some nation. I got that part.
Root Nation, yeah.
Root Nation, okay.
It's just like yo shit with the
with the acronym.
So it was Rhyme on Our Time. That's what Root stands for. And and at that time, I was probably one of the worst. You feel me? They was washing me every time, and that shit motivated me, bro. Like I'm tired.
You had to
go
harder
in the studio and getting washed, bro. Like I gotta get cold, bro. Yeah. So like one of my close friends, Talib, Majid, they're brothers, and they were in the group as well, and they just are so talented. Like and they was just washing me at the time. I'm like, bro, fuck that, bro.
Got tired of looking bad, huh?
I gotta cook up, bro. So yeah, that's really another big motivation why I was getting better. You know, just iron sharpens iron. So we was just in there working.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started realize like, okay, I
You
can
really
really
got
do
it.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then kind of separating myself just to focus, you know.
Facts.
And just really, you know, go hard with
Yeah.
this.
So when did so basically in high school is when that idea really solidified itself, it seems like, as far as like a rap career or artist career.
Yeah.
And like the whole group thing with Root Nation, did you guys ever perform or make songs as a group? Or was it always just like solo artists that were just friends and homies that believed and represented this, like some Wu-Tang type shit where it was like, we're a group, but we all like our own shit too. You know what I'm saying?
At the time, you know, we obviously still kind of did our own stuff, but we made like tapes together, like Root Nation tapes.
So can you find those?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go find it now that I know what it actually is, because I gotta see.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to find it, but nah,
come on, bro.
You're gonna hear me get washed on a lot of records, man.
I just want to see, because I like to see, because like I try to go, like I went back to, you know, the very first song I could find from you, which we'll talk about, and I like to, you know, just see where you came from then to now. You know what I'm saying? Even just from then to now, from what I could find, you know, like there was a huge difference. So I'm just curious to see, like, how far back does that really go? Like, how far did you really come? Because, like, I like to see that shit.
Oh, if you hear them, you're gonna be like, no way, this is Jakob.
Damn.
Nah, but yeah,
I'm gonna try to find them.
We did tapes together. We did a few shows together.
Hell yeah.
I did my first show with them. My first show ever was with.
That was gonna be my next
Nation.
question too. Yeah, was the show performance part? Were you nervous?
Nah.
Or have you always been a natural performer?
I think I'm pretty natural. I think I'm comfortable. Cause I'm not like a scared person. Like I know this is what I want to do. I can't be scary. You feel me?
That's
like,
hey, bro. Hey, talk your shit.
Obviously, like, you know.
That's Big Jake talking.
But also, I'll tell you this.
That's
though,
Big Jake.
I definitely wasn't nervous at my first show because there was like 5 people there. So, who am I about to be nervous in front of? You feel me? There was like, not even my friends was there, bro. Like,
okay.
I'll never forget it. Like, you know, and then just like last year, we sold out my first headline here, and that's just crazy just to see, you know, my first show, literally like 5 people, nobody was there,
just selling out. That's what I'm talking about, bro. So, what was the? Did the music and the job eventually just kind of just consume your life, and like ultimately school just was like?
Yeah. So
just like, damn, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny, man. When I graduated, man, I was just having a crazy journey. You know, I was into basketball as well. You know, so I was a hooper, and I was hooping at AAU, and I had like, you know, I'm not saying I'm a D1 athlete or anything by any means. I'm nice at basketball though, but I did just have like some junior colleges and like D3 schools that I probably could have gone to, and my coach was talking to him, but he ended up passing away from a heart attack.
Oh man!
And I kind of lost connection with those schools. And I put basketball down after that. I just didn't feel the same, and I knew I wanted to rap. So I'm just like, let's just put all our focus there. That's
the one thing I like to hear is like the rap was just always that consistent. Like you knew like,
exactly
from a very young age.
I love it. So you know, I graduated, and I was still gonna go to college. You know, because my mom wanted me to go. I had applied. I was gonna go to Mesa, and then I met my managers the summer right before college, and I felt like I gotta make a decision.
Facts.
Rap or am I gonna go to school? And I'm like, fuck that.
Hey, bro, I feel that.
And I just look at it like this is a sign. You feel me? Like it was right before I was finna go, and I met people who believed in me, were willing to invest in my future and my career, and really believed in me. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna try it, bro. Like, fuck that, bro. I'm a big just believer, and I just tell everybody, like, do what you love, bro. Like, you don't want to wake up 40 and hate your life.
Facts.
Bro. Like,
I be saying that same shit, bro. Like, that's ultimately like why I started to just take the chances and the risks and just go for shit.
How
you know
it
what I'm
starts,
saying? Because
bro.
I just am like, you know what? I'd rather be able to look back and be like, damn, I at least tried
At
some
least
shit.
you tried
know
it,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
I
I tried
promise
some
you.
shit. It may not have
You
panned out.
don't want
the
to
way I
live
wanted.
the rest of your life like, what if I did that? What if I
Right,
did
fucking
this,
what
bro?
ifs.
Like, fuck that, bro. Like, we gonna take our shot, bro. Like, if it don't work, it don't work. But I promise you, I'm gonna figure out how to make it work. You feel me?
That's big facts. So before we get into the present, bro, and into, well, not even I guess the present, into the last, like 3-4 years, where did the diversity ability come from? And when I mean that, like, just the ability to rap on so many different kinds of beats. You have so many different styles. You got love songs. Like I said, you turn Big Jake out in motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Destroy beats and shit. Like, where did this like ability come from, or how did you, or why did you feel the need to be so diverse? Because you're really good at just rapping. Like, even if you was just always Big Jake, I'd appreciate it and still listen to that shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but it's definitely like dope to see you in like different settings and different, just sides of you, bro. But like, why did you feel the need to be so diverse?
Man, honestly, I didn't feel that need. My managers pushed me, this gentleman right here, that pushed me to.
You saw something different, huh?
He pushed me to
different.
experiment and just really try things. Because when I first met him, I was barely even writing hooks, to songs. I'm just rapping.
Bar. I know,
and
I can hear it.
Yeah, bar. That's how I started.
Bar
you feel
game
me?
is
Like,
crazy.
I gotta have the hardest shit. You feel me? And
in the wordplay, your entendre game is nuts.
Appreciate you, bro.
Like, dog. Like when you have a very complex writing style because of your entendre game. Like, you can really, like, if you are not paying attention, motherfuckers will catch that last little part of it and be like, oh, that's hard. But if you really
get
catch
the whole
all
scheme,
that shit leading up to it,
I agree.
Like, that shit will blow your mind.
They don't be hearing the whole scheme,
bro. Like a side note, I just got to bring it up because I just want to. Because since we talking about the bar, and I want to say it's on the Louder Than Words album, the very first song, Wait My Time.
Wait for my time, yeah.
That shit is nuts. That shit, you got that whole fucking,
that.
You got that whole fucking Thanos, fucking Stone, fucking, get up on the track and snap. And they all disappear. Like, and then right after that shit, Beetlejuice. I leave my peers in fear.
Say my name one more time, guarantee I appear.
Bro, I was like, oh my fucking God. Shit blew my fucking, I was like, this motherfucker is cold.
That one is fire, man.
I was like, this shit is nuts. And then even, I want to say somewhere, I think it was before, like a few, moments before that shit, you had some shit talking about like, M and Logic and, you know what I'm saying, fucking G-Eazy. And it's like, you know what? Like, don't compare me to them. Like, it's evident that I'm better than them. Like, I was just like, this motherfucker is nuts.
Yeah, people, I don't know. People feel some type of way about that bar sometimes.
I don't give a fuck. That bar cold as fuck. That's the type of confidence that I want to see in a motherfucker right there.
Fuck you if you ever call me one of them.
Bruh, it was nuts. If y'all, like, I'm just saying, that was just a side note. We gonna continue from here, but y'all need to go listen to Jakob Campbell, like, ASAP. This motherfucker will blow your mind. I'm just telling you.
But yeah, that's really just like linking with him, and just he had me in the studio just trying shit. I'll never forget. He threw me this pop ass beat, man. It sounded like some flow rider shit. And I'm like, dude, this ain't me, bro. I'm not doing that shit. He's like, bro, just try it. And it was really just like he always say it's just a test to see if I would push the boundaries, to see if I do it. Instead of me just rapping all the time. I did it. I hate the song. He thinks it's good. I think it's terrible. But it's a funny song for sure. But yeah, and that just pushed me to be creative in all aspects.
Yeah,
and that's just really how I got into it. I'm influenced by a lot of different styles of music as well. So that's really why I just try stuff, bro. See what works. See what doesn't.
That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah. I just wanted to ask that because I could, like, the diversity ability is crazy.
You
like,
with this new stuff, y'all gonna see, man, how diversity really good. Yeah,
I'm with it. Like I said, I'm excited, bro. Like, it's dope to see Big Jake, but it's cool to see Jakob Campbell. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like when I listen to it now. In my mind, that's how I differentiate.
I'm glad that you can, though, because that's like a real thing. Like, and that's crazy that, even people hearing it could see the difference. And
Yeah.
I'm glad because it's really a thing. I always tell, I'll even call, like my manager be like, bro, I got a big Jake joint. Like, this is like it's like a real separation. Like,
Yeah,
this one I'm
there's
talking,
an evident
this one
separation.
yeah,
Like, if you can't see the separation, then you're just
that's just
you're
me,
not
like, just
really
being,
paying attention.
Just me being arrogant and confident.
No,
just,
that's the shit that we want, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wouldn't even be mad if you was just Big Jake all the time.
I feel like a lot
But
of
I do
people
like
wouldn't be mad if I was Big Jake all the time.
Like, that motherfucker be
a
going off.
lot of women would be mad if I was Big Jake all the time, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh man. But so yeah, all right, let's get back to where we was at. So you're getting out of high school, you graduate, you're doing your thing, you're working. Obviously the music is you're serious at this point.
Yeah.
Right? And I can see that you start dropping music.
Yeah.
And from the oldest songs that I saw, it was Never Changed in 2016. That was the oldest song I could find. Was Never Changed.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that one. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I really like I said, I like to just go back and see what's up because because the first song I heard was the first song he sent to me. I don't even remember what his song was. You just sent me a song and his name or his no. He sent me his Instagram and you had just posted. It was either Journey or the I can't do it all.
Oh,
it was one of those two.
Yeah.
And like I was sitting there like, oh, this shit is fire. Like looking at this, scrolling, you know what I'm saying? And then when I went and listened, I was like, oh, this motherfucker has progressed fucking light years past this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep it a buck. But yeah, so what was the feeling like dropping that song? And how did the people around you kind of like, you know, either show love or switch up? Because at this point, you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just, oh, you know, Jakob's trying to, you know, rap and, you know, he's working and going to school. He's just a kid, you know, like now you're out of school. You're an adult. You got your life figured out as far as you're concerned.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a fucking artist. You're a rapper at this point. You haven't quite figured out the artist because you haven't met the manager. So, you know, the boundaries haven't been pushed, but you're a rapper. How does the people around you change after that song is dropped?
It was Never Changed?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it did okay, you know, but I feel like people couldn't see the vision at that time. You know, I have people who are like, obviously, you know, oh, that's heat or whatever, you know, but at that time, you know, I was on my senior year when I dropped that song. And that's like the only one that's still up there. I gotta delete it. But because when I did meet my managers, I deleted everything. Like
anything that just wasn't a good representation of you.
Just anything prior, yeah. So but yeah, at that time, you know, I feel like people were like, oh, he raps, but didn't think I like was finna really take this shit for real.
Super serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after dropping that, I had noticed that there was a whole 2-year hiatus though.
Yeah.
Why? That's like that was the one thing that I was like, why is there Never Changed drops. And then it's like, boom, he falls off the face of the planet. Yes. For 2 years solid, bro.
Yeah.
What was that about? Why? Where did you go? Because at this point, we're serious, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what
you would think. You would think.
Yeah, you was serious, bro.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What happened?
We wanted growth, man. I like I said, these guys really changed my life. Like my managers, I'm forever grateful for them. We just got in the studio for literally a 2-year hiatus. He's like, not gonna drop nothing. You're gonna perfect your sound. You're gonna work, and you're gonna work until this is right. And then we'll drop some music when we get the right records.
Okay, and see, and that was the one thing that I was gonna say. So my next comment in question to this is, when you came back, the very next song that you dropped, I forgot the name of the song, but the very next song or set of songs you dropped. It's 2019. I actually might have been the Who Am I EP, right? Or no. It was the Louder Than Words first. Yeah. Right? Louder Than Words came first. And then, like I said, that shit was fucking bananas. Like, so to sit there and go from Never Change to that, I was like, huh.
Wow.
He sat back and that's where I knew you came into the play. There was management. Someone was helping make calculated moves. Mm-hmm. Because this shit is stupid crazy.
Yeah. Nah, we we just worked, man. Like, and at the time, you know, of course, like you said, I'm taking this serious now, so I'm frustrated. Like, bro, why are we not putting any music out, bro? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Am I just wasting my time with you, bro? Like, finna go give me a new manager, fuck you. You feel like,
no,
I was
crazy.
mad, you know, and that's what I'm going
through.
And then, yeah, now, like I said, same what I said at the beginning, everything happens for a reason. I look back now, I appreciate that time so much. It was worth it.
Yeah, bro, I knew there was some sort of outside forces at play, because most artists that fall off for 2 years like that and come back, it's not saying that they won't have progression, but that kind of progression was stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, oh, wait, hold on. Like, okay, like, Never Change, you rapped. But like I said, when I heard the newer stuff first, like, hearing that, it was like, oh, okay.
Of course.
You know, okay, yeah. You can see there was definitely, talent and something there. But this is crazy. And I was just like, when I started really doing my research, I was like, somebody was helping. Even if it was just giving the right advice.
That's all it was. Just having the right team around you is crazy. Like, we don't got no yes men in my circle. I've never had that. Because
and that's dope. Because you're
if I make some trash, dudes is finna be like, that shit is trash, bro. You gotta go do that shit again. Or even when it comes to just little stuff, bro, like, he gonna always check me on it,
Yeah.
Like, bro, fix this, fix that. And now we just work so well now. Like, it's just effortless now.
Yeah, know exactly what, everybody's doing. So that EP is crazy, or that album is crazy. I like pretty much a lot. Like, I mean, most of that album I'm just like been listening to back to back. Like, that's the one. That album is fire, bro.
That's love. Yeah.
The Who Am I EP drops 2019 as well, but this one is in like what, October?
Yeah, October, exactly.
Word. Yeah. The song that stood out the most to me on that one was Pain to Champagne.
Really? Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
That song is gas, bro. When you made that song, did you know you had something?
Yeah. So actually, the crazy thing is, we made that whole EP in a day.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. So
I believe it. You working, bro. You
yeah.
working.
I think we made like 6 songs that day, and we like picked those 4. Was like, we're gonna put these out because they all just fit together.
It flows very well.
And it wasn't even like a plan for it to do that. I guess that's just, the writing was just how it was. And I was just very consensus on just what I was going through, talking about what I was doing in the moment,
Yeah.
And Pain to Champagne is fire, man.
That song is super relatable. Like, that's like, again, back to like the diversity. Like, you can sit there and have, these very lovey-dovey songs. There's definitely songs for the women.
Yeah.
And even for the men who just, are feeling some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And, they girl mad at them.
Yeah, like, left, don't whatever. Front, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
These guys be feeling stuff too, man. I feel stuff
too. You got those songs, but then you have the songs that are just relatable on just like some real life, just like Game, like Champagne or Pain to Champagne. And then again, Big Jake. You just want to talk your shit. So like that song, it just like, it was like another solidifying moment for me where I was like, bro, this motherfucker's got the juice.
That's dope.
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's so many artists out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, one that I really, really like is AP.
Yeah.
AP is fire.
AP's dope.
But the one thing that I really want more from AP is just a little bit more diversity in the sounds and the types of beats, or even just the types of songs he does. Because like his flows and, his style, like, he has his style. And he stays very...
He has it down pat.
Yeah, and he stays in his lane, and he doesn't, see if he can even do anything else. In my opinion, at least I haven't heard anything that, like, recently that just, like, not, oh, that's AP. Like, I hear it, and I'm like, oh, that's AP. And I fucks with AP a lot.
Yeah,
but again, the diversity that you bring to the table is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that sets you apart from a lot of the artists here.
Yeah, I feel like that's been like one of my biggest things, just as a rapper and as a white rapper. It's very easy to get put in a box.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I made sure, like, I'm going to be able to rap on anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, and you can. Like I said, I was blown away. And again, listening to, when you came in, I said that to y'all, like, I try to stay up on what's going on in Denver. Yeah. It's my city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, me too. I listen to everybody.
Yeah, I have a bunch of homies that are artists here and stuff, so I try to support and, do my thing with them too. So, yeah, again, your diversity is definitely far surpasses a lot of the people.
I appreciate that, bro.
That, you know, are here trying to do their thing. And I think that's a lot of their problem is, one, lack of consistency with some of them, and then two, the lack of willingness to push the boundaries.
Yeah.
Which that's where your management has definitely helped you, I think, far succeed, you know, what I think you even thought was possible.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, especially when I make those types of records, even like the loving ones, or any time that I'm singing or anything.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you can sing too, bro.
Yeah.
When you figure that out?
Bro, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, back in the day, I would have never thought I'd make a song like some of the stuff that I make.
Yeah,
you know?
like the freestyle you just dropped like a month ago, the 15th anniversary cipher verse thing or whatever.
Oh, for TuneCore, yeah.
Bruh. I was like, oh, that's gas.
Talking about what could have been. Yeah. So I mean, yeah,
Sing your ass off, sir.
Jake Timberlake, man.
Hey, look, see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Hey, he in there. Damn. It's my dog. That's my dog. But all right, so let's get into what I know the people want to talk about, right? Because where you're most known for at this point is rhythm and flow.
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
So, who brought that opportunity to you, and how was it presented?
Yeah, so mine was a lot different from a lot of contestants. You know, most people just like sending an audition, rapping on their phone or something. But so we had got booked for a show out in Atlanta. I went and did a show out in Atlanta during this festival they had called A3C.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a show, and then we got a meeting with actually Ludacris's manager. His name's Shaka Zulu.
Yep.
And he just loved the music, like was going crazy when he heard it. And then hit me on I guess he was friends with Jesse Collins, who's the person who created Rhythm and Flow.
Okay.
So he hit me on Monday like, you want to be on TV? I said, hell yeah. And then they said, you fly to Chicago on Wednesday. You're going to meet with the casting directors, audition. And so I went there, rapped. They asked me some questions, and then I got a call like, you finna rap in front of Chance the Rapper.
That's gas, bro. So what was going through your mind at that time? Like, I know right there you're just taking advantage of opportunity. Somebody say, oh, you want to be on TV? Like, hell yeah. But what's really going through your mind? Like, because that's a big feat. Like, I know this is what you want to do, and you have to be willing to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, but you've never been on TV before.
At all. It was just, everything was crazy. Like, at the time, they didn't even know who the judges were going to be when I auditioned. They didn't know what the show was going to be called. They didn't tell me nothing. They're like, this is just a show with rappers. Like, and I'm like, all right, like, I guess we'll see, like, what happens. So I just went, auditioned, you know. I was just excited, bro. Like, this is crazy. That's what's going through my mind. This is wild. Like, what's going on?
Hell yeah. And so at this time, how is the love or the hate changing around you now? Because now you're solidified at this point. Like, you're dropping fire music. You know what I'm saying? You got some heat out. People are recognizing you in the city.
Yeah.
Now you got this crazy opportunity to be on TV. You got people coming out the woodwork shit. You got what's going on?
I mean, you know, at the time, you know, when I auditioned and stuff, nobody really knew. I didn't tell nobody except anybody who's
in the group.
Yeah. So, and the show came out about a year after we recorded it. So, you know, when it came out, yeah, definitely a lot of people trying to, you know, pop out. You know, but hey, it's all love,
Jakob,
man.
you got $1? You know what I'm saying?
Some people did think I was getting money. Like,
I know.
They ain't pay me for that shit. Do you know I lost?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And we're going to get to that, right? We're going to get to that. So now we know. So because people, just because you get an opportunity doesn't mean you get paid for it all the time. Damn. But I went back and watched, bro. In the interview or the performance you're talking about, it's the one in that had Chance, Royce, and Twista, right?
Yeah.
That performance is nuts.
Definitely. Crazy.
Dog.
I think it was the best one on the
I was
show.
like,
not even being biased. As auditions. Just auditions.
Hey, you talk your shit.
Yeah.
Come on, Big Jake. You know what I'm saying? Talk your shit, Big Jake. That shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? I went back and watched it, and just watching how you know, you weren't still, you weren't stiff, you didn't skip a beat. I think Royce and even Chance had made a mention of it, like the cadences and even just you being so cognitive to be aware of what's going on around you and still be in tune with the beat. Yeah. And to make sure that you're dropping words at the right time on beat drops, or you know what I'm saying, when you had those brief moments of a pause in the beat so you could make shit be heard and shit, like that shit is dope. Like, and you could definitely tell like that's where you want to be. Like that's your element. You know what I'm saying? Natural performer. That's why I asked you earlier in the day or earlier in the interview why, or if you felt nervous in your first performance, because seeing that performance, I was like, oh, this is what he does. Man. He's been doing this shit since he was like 2. Came out the womb dancing and rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of time, and practice behind it. But
and did you practice your sets? Like, did you make sure that you had that song and that situation and like movements down, or was that you went in and did
I'm
what
just
you
with
do?
1,000 times, at work, literally in the
mirror,
back office, in
dog.
the hotel, everything, just keep going over it, and then it just becomes like muscle memory.
Yep, but second nature.
We just, I was nervous before I got on stage, but right when I got on stage, all that shit went away.
Yeah, your energy was crazy.
Yeah,
you had everybody hype, and it's crazy to know that you went last too.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like at that point, people are like unless you're like a huge headline situation and people were like literally just waiting for you and showing up late for that, like. That's a hard, I feel like, place to be in a situation where you're just doing auditions and people are just really excited because it's a TV show, like recording, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there was probably bunch of people who had to audition and get their shit out. So people were tired
drained by that time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for you to be able to still come out and amp everybody back up to 100.
Yeah, they was going crazy, man. When I dropped the Jill Scott bar,
I know everybody. Even Chance was like,
I couldn't even hear myself rapping, bro. Like, I don't know what. That shit was crazy though. Yeah. I'll never forget it, man.
When you came off of that performance and you're getting all the praise, what kind of high were you on, man?
Next level, bro. This shit just felt so surreal, bro. None of it felt real. I just felt
out of body experience.
Out of body for sure.
Sitting there floating above yourself. This is crazy.
But if I tell you when I was rapping, bro, I was just blacked out. Like, this is just nuts, bro. Like, it's really happening. And they was going crazy, bro. I knew I was gonna do good. I didn't think the crowd was gonna go that crazy. I'll say that. Like, I knew I was gonna get my shit off. Bro.
Hell yeah. That's dope. So the one thing I want to talk about now. Remember I said I got something for you there. Here we go. Okay. I want to bring up the moment that I don't think anyone else asked you about, honestly, because I watched a bunch of different interviews, and I think a lot of people just skipped over this, and I don't know why. Because I want to know why. I think it's very interesting because you being able to make it to the point that you did and still, knowing that you have so much farther to go, I just want to, I think this is good information for people. What was going through your mind the moment you messed up on that cipher?
On the cipher?
When you had Flawless, Troyman, and I think it was One Take Carter.
One Take Carter, yeah. I was pissed, bro. I'm like, I fucked up. I'm going home. I called him. I said, bro, I let you down, bro. We done. Like, I was pissed, bro. I
knew it. I knew it. See, bro, I was watching all the videos I could on the rhythm and flow stuff.
Yeah.
And
they do skip over it because I made it to the next round, so most people don't.
Bro, I watched that shit. And you could see the confidence just break a little bit.
For sure.
You kept it. You stayed in true fashion of an artist, and you kept it going. Like, you didn't let that deter you from finishing the job.
Yeah, I think that's the reason I was able to go to the next round, was that I was able to keep rapping even though I fucked up. But yeah, bro, I was pissed, bro. That was like, I literally just felt like I just shitting on my opportunity. Like, bro, I just ruined everything. Like,
yeah, that sucks, bro. How did it feel to hear? Because T.I. is a very brutal, honest person. Sure. Like, very brutally honest.
Yeah.
How did it feel to hear him, like, you lost your words, didn't you, huh? You fell off, didn't you, a little bit there? Like, how did that feel to hear that shit? Like,
bro, that shit
T.I.,
hurts,
dog. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
It hurt me for you. Come on, bro. Come on, Tilt.
I was hurting, man. Man,
Yeah,
that shit still haunts me. Like,
man,
like,
I'm sure it does.
Because the verse was crazy, bro, and they cut a lot of it. Like, so it looks like, I rapped for a little, just fucked up. I was rapping for like a minute and a half, and then I fucked up. Like, but they cut a lot of the verse. But yeah, man, that shit it ate at me for sure. It still does. Like, that shit's crazy, bro. Like,
so here's my next question. Do you think that going into that cipher, knowing who you were rapping with, not saying you're rapping up against them because, it's just a cipher, so y'all are just all putting, taking your turn on a beat. But was there any sort of intimidation or, worry about some of the people that you were on that cipher with, like, such as Flawless, who did end up coming in second, or Troyman, who did ultimately, end up knocking you out in the next round? Like, do you think the people you were rapping with a little bit maybe shook you a little bit?
I don't think I was intimidated at all because, I'm super confident in my ability to rap. Like, I know my verse can hang with fucking anybody, like anybody in the industry. I know I can rap with anybody, like, and I'm confident in that. So I wasn't intimidated at all. And they're crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we would even like practice it amongst each other. Like, so I knew everybody's verse going in already.
Hell yeah.
So,
okay.
And I'm like, these shits are dope. But I knew
Flawless
I was hanging.
Actually, I know him too. And it was crazy when I saw it and I realized that y'all had it rapped together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because like I watched the show, but I definitely was like, I was always doing my YouTube shit, so I didn't keep up on it as much. And so like I didn't even realize that you were on the show, because I didn't watch the entirety of the show. I think I watched the like first episode, or I don't even think it was the first one. It was like the fourth one that my girl was like, "Here, sit down and watch. This is crazy." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Doing other shit while we were doing it. But yeah, like Flawless, like I knew about the show because of him. Like dope. He's actually a friend of mine. I've spoken to him. I know his managers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
cool.
he's hella dope, man.
Yeah,
he's cool.
So yeah, I was just like, I was wondering, like, knowing like his abilities and stuff. I was like, I wonder if maybe there was just like a, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those moments, like, damn, why couldn't it have been with these other motherfuckers? You know
I think that's why it stood out more, because like
you were with some
in
heavy
my
hitters,
cipher
bro.
Was
the only one that
fire,
I think that had that you definitely would have just ate up no problems for sure was Carter, or One Take Carter.
Hey, One Take Carter
I'm not
is
saying
hard,
he's
bro.
Not hard, but I definitely
hard.
don't think that. I think he's got a lot more work to do than you.
Okay, yeah, he's hard though.
He's hard.
That's
like he deserved
guy.
to be there. Like I'm not taking anything from him. Like, you know what I'm saying. But I definitely think like you have put in more work.
Yeah,
in other
it's just like I think that's why it stood out. Like I said, because everybody was going crazy. If I was in a different group, people too. Would just be like, "Oh, he still had the best verse," because even though he fucked up, he still had the best verse. If I was in a different group, but since everybody went crazy, it's like, oh, he went crazy, but he fucked up. So it's like it's a little less, but yeah, bro. I think it was really just me overthinking, in my head too much, and I was just so ready to say the Demi Lovato bar. I was like, this is about to kill him. I'm in my head like, it's about to kill him. It's about to kill him. So I fucking forgot to say the setup, and I was like, I was like, fuck, bro. Because I was supposed to say, and this white boy fresh, like I just won the lotto, and I'm hotter than spoons used by Demi Lovato.
Oh, that would have been gas.
Yeah, but I forgot the lotto bar. That's when I was like, I'm hotter than spoons used by Demi Lovato. Yeah, so.
Damn. Okay. That would have been fire, bro, if we would have got that.
I was just about, but see, that's what I'm thinking, bro. I'm looking at Cardi. I'm looking at all of them. I'm like, bro, I'm about to fuck him
kill
up.
Yeah. That's what, for sure. All right. Well, I had to get that out, man. Because no one else asked you about that. Yeah. And I ultimately, I like how you said in the beginning of me asking you the question, I do think too, personally, that's ultimately why, in the next situation with Troyman, they did ultimately go with Troyman because he had the cleaner verse in the cipher. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, for sure.
I couldn't find the battle. Like, I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, really? I sat there and looked for videos for like a solid hour looking for just that moment. Like, couldn't find it. But I did end up finding a bunch of articles about that situation, and there's definitely a lot of people that feel like you were robbed, sir.
There was a lot, more than I even thought. Damn.
A lot.
People were mad,
and you were pissed off too, Mr. People's Champ. You know what I'm saying? Champ, man. When people was outraged and shit, Jake got robbed and all the hashtags. Yeah, you had a simple Twitter, the People's Champ. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And I was like,
It's a
damn.
good feeling.
Okay, in the moment, obviously we know you felt super robbed too.
Yeah.
Now that we are past that, and you know what I'm saying, you can look back on it in a more level-headed situation. How do you feel about it now? Do you think they made the right decision?
No, I still feel like I was robbed 1,000%. You know, I stand on it. I think, you know, they kind of set me up, which is kind of fool. You know, they be trying to say that I messed up in the battle too.
Right.
And that's not actually the case. Like, so before I went on, you know, I asked the creator show, I said, bro, like, what if they get too loud while I'm rapping? Because I want to make sure they hear what I'm saying. He was like, they get too loud. He's like, stop rapping, let it quiet down, jump back in. So that's what I did. I said the mellow bar ain't gonna last long. Mellow on the Rockets. They went crazy. That's when I laugh. I'm like, and I stopped rapping, and then I jump back in.
Right. On some like how battle rappers do. Like, that's some battle rap shit.
Yeah. That's how I looked at it too. And then they tried to frame it as like
as a stumble.
I didn't, like I fucked up. You know?
Some old TV shit. They needed some dramatic.
All of it was some drama,
TV
bro.
shit,
man.
They need some drama. That's what that was.
Because even, you know, a lot of people don't know this either. Cardi B never chose anybody. She didn't chose.
That's what it said, is that what T.I. wanted Troyman, Chance wanted you.
Yeah.
And Cardi was just indifferent and couldn't figure out who she wanted. So they stepped in and.
Yeah, they stepped in and eventually obviously went with Troyman.
And why do you think they ultimately did that shit? Like, I mean, aside from the fact that you stumbled on the cypher, like, if you did hold your own in the battle part, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think it really was if it wasn't the cypher that got you eliminated?
I mean, I just think ultimately, you know, they probably just felt like he might have done better in the challenges coming up, so that's why they went with him. I mean, they obviously never heard me make a song, so they don't know, but that's probably what they
obviously haven't.
That's probably where their head was at. I mean, I don't know, you know, or you know that, like you said, they wanted some controversy. I don't know what the case may be.
I think it was the drama, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It probably was a drama because they wanted a little controversy. You know, and I'm not saying his verse was bad. He had a great verse too. I just was so confident in mine. Like, my bars is crazy.
I can't lie. I'm sure that, bro.
I ain't going through your gram and look up in it. Why dig up dirt when the plan is to put you in it? But hey,
like I said, that's why I had to ask, because, you know, it definitely, there was a lot of outrage, bro. Like, you can see there was a lot of articles, I mean, from the city, and even, you know, stuff that was on different blog sites and different little, you know, channels and stuff on YouTube where people were talking about and giving their opinion, where people definitely just felt like you just didn't get the opportunity like that you should have gotten.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
And like I said, I stand on it. I still feel like I had the better verse. His verse was fire too, though. But I still feel like I had the better verse. That's just like my biggest regret, I guess. But it's not really a regret. But I just wish I could have made a song on the show.
Like, a little bit
I wish I could have got in the studio. Fuck the battle rap, all of that. I wish I could have gotten in the studio. And I feel like I'm untouchable there.
Hey, I wouldn't argue that, bro. Like I say, the little studio one we were just talking about, bro. That shit is nuts. I was like, oh, this motherfucker hard. Singing, rapping, doing the whole nine, start to finish. I was like, this shit's gas.
So that was really my biggest, that's like my biggest thing I was upset about, that I just didn't get to the booth, you know, because I know I could rap, like ciphers and battles, that's cool, but like I really love to just make music.
Yeah, big facts. So after making it, you made about 7 episodes, right?
Yeah, around there.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I was like, I couldn't find the exact amount, but I was like, when I counted and like,
I think it was
my judgment, it was,
I think it was
somewhere
6
in
episodes.
There. Word. It definitely looked like you took advantage of the situation afterwards, though. Like, you definitely like took the promo run. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit all sorts of, you know, little interview spots and podcasts and radio stations and all that stuff. Like, what was that experience like? Like, how was the you know, being able to just ride that moment and that high a little bit longer and take advantage of it? Because you definitely did it better than some of them. Yeah. For sure. You know, definitely a lot of people tried to take advantage of it, but I definitely think that a lot more didn't put enough effort into it.
Yeah.
Like you did, for sure.
I just looked at it like you said. That's the reason we went on there in the first place, was the exposure. You know, we didn't know what the prize was when we got on there, if it was a deal or if it was money, whatever. But I'm just here to showcase my talent and just gain
Some
real
followers.
fans,
Yeah, some
like
fans
real
and
fans.
shit. Yeah.
So definitely was just great. We had to take like you said, we took the most of the opportunity I had. Obviously I didn't win the show, but we still made the most of what we got.
Yeah, what you could.
And that shit was fun, man. We went on tour right after. That shit was crazy.
How many cities?
We did 4.
Where?
We did Seattle, Portland, Boise, and LA.
Hell yeah.
And then we did one here, a headline here.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. So, was there any labels trying to, kick down the door yet at this time? Anybody doing the kick dough?
I always say kick down the door. We've met with labels. I've talked with multiple labels, but we ain't never signed nothing. I'm just waiting for the right situation.
Okay. What is so when I Googled you, bro, what is the 7th University? It says that you're signed to, that's you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure, I was sitting there Googling that shit. I couldn't find anything. I was like, what the fuck is this 7th University? Like, I don't know who this is.
That's our label.
That's you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look, he making moves.
7U, man. Sign myself, man.
Making people.
Sign myself, man.
Game right here. So, and obviously, this is all around the time, like when this show's like ending and stuff or whatever, COVID's hitting and y'all are, coming off the high of doing the interview runs and stuff. How did you have to adjust with COVID, man? Like, how did that change what y'all was doing?
Man, it messed up a lot. I feel like right before COVID, we was in our bag, really. Like you said, blessed up. We dropped that right before COVID. That's at like,
I'm about to say about 500,000
half
right
on
now on
just
Spotify.
Yep. Yeah, it did like 800,000 on SoundCloud. Video like 100K. We was just going crazy.
Yeah, that's
and then
fire.
we dropped one day after that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going crazy, like 300K on SoundCloud. The video at like almost 200. So those are like my 2 biggest songs still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And that was right before COVID. So I feel like it definitely fucked up a lot of momentum that we had going. We were hitting everything right, planning to go on tour in the summer, and all that stopped. And it was just hard to find, just like what to do. You almost felt stuck because it's just like, what is there an end game, And we still don't know, really. I mean, things are opening slowly, but just didn't know. But I definitely just sat down and was working, in the booth. That's all we was doing. That's all we was doing, making that music. So,
mm-hmm. So and you mentioned Blessed Up, which is actually you have Trev Rich featuring on that one.
Guy.
Which is actually, he, like, I want to say the first actual artist to get signed out of Denver, right? Or one of the first
in the rap,
in the rap scene. Yeah, I mean, we've had like singers and other stuff like that, but I'm like in rap scene, hip hop people.
Yeah.
But yeah. How was the relationship between you and some of the other, rappers that you're, cool with that were trying to go for the same opportunity on that show? Because I didn't ask you that. Because obviously, I mean, you're still working with them and you still have relationships. But was there at any point that like people acting weird or like maybe feeling like they deserved it over you and kind of was treating you different?
I feel like a lot of people who don't know me, were very envious of it and felt like they deserved it more than me and kind of threw shade or was hating. But anybody who's met me and knows me personally who raps was just happy for me, genuinely, honestly.
Hell yeah. That's dope.
From anybody around me, I never got them type of vibes. Even from people I didn't really know like that, like, the APs or Trev, like, they just showed love.
Yeah, big facts. Hell yeah. That's dope. I had to ask that because when I noticed that Trev was on Blessed Up and it was like one of your biggest songs, I was like, I wonder how, like, if that relationship had to be mended or if it was just always cool and like they would just love at all times.
Yeah, we had a great energy, when I first met him in the studio, and that's when we made that song.
Hell yeah.
It went crazy. But even before I had met him, I seen him on Twitter, like, defending me and, like, really, like, showing love genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, Trev, that's one thing you could say about Trev is that he actually appreciates talent.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think I've ever seen Trev really hate if there was not a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's just like me, We, at the end of the day, we just want to see the city win. However it happens, bro.
Facts.
Like, I'm just Denver everything. Same with him.
Denver
and
everything.
I feel that. So, yeah. Nah, and then
That's
we
what's
just,
up,
we built a good relationship. After that, you know, we got another song. That's crazy. We got a few in the vault. So, yeah.
See, that's what's up. I like to see, you know, the heavy hitters working together, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to start getting on them, like, Atlanta vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. Because we have a lot of, like, I know you've said it in a bunch of different interviews. I've said it. There's a lot of talent out here. There's a lot. And I've said it numerous times. We were just in a meeting, me and Eric were, where I was talking about how reluctant people are to work together out here.
Yeah.
I think it's so much just, like, instead of, like, having that friendly competition and working together to like build.
Yeah.
Most people are like, they're trying to like, all right, I'm gonna beat you down and
it's
like
an
try
ego
to make
thing.
my bro.
It's
like
an ego
crazy.
Thing. Everybody out here, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people out here have egos they didn't deserve, and that's
or can't justify.
That's the problem. Yeah, like why is your head so big,
bruh? I'm just,
and that's saying. Me. Like, I'm humble, bro. If you fire, we can do something. I promise you.
And anybody you haven't that you want to work with that you haven't out here?
That I haven't.
Yeah, because I mean you've worked with a bunch. I
going
through your catalog,
and I got a lot like,
and you have a bunch of features
vault,
too.
I got a lot in the vault, like people I've worked with
that you just haven't unreleased.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess when you was sitting down for 2 years and then got COVID and shit, you should have a bunch in the vault.
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Now I'm trying to think like, oh well, yeah. You heard 100 Pack Savvy? We about to do something.
I haven't, but I'm gonna look them up now.
Yeah, we about to do something now.
Okay. Yep. All right, 100 Pack Savvy. I'm about to look you up, dog. You might be getting a call from that guy MileHigh because of Jakob Campbell.
There's
a lot of
a lot of the younger cats too. Like there's a cat out here, Ox Dior. He's nice. I ain't worked with him. But I'm definitely willing to branch out and work with people, but I do like stick with like people I'm
that you're
familiar with, and just like even still like Root Nation, we still rap together every once in a while. So
what's if I look that up, am I gonna be able to find those songs?
No.
See, y'all just rapping and not doing nothing with it? Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's in the vault, man. Yeah, me and my guy Talib, he actually went on tour with me. See, and here's a good example of like people who are rappers and not jealous of me. So about the opportunities that we're getting. Right. So me and him were in Root Nation. He's like a big brother to me. He's older. His name's Talib, Loverboy Talib. And
I like that shit.
yeah, that's his rap name, Loverboy Talib. And instead of being mad, like he was my hype man on tour, and he's a rapper himself.
Facts. That's love right there.
And he went crazy every show, turning up.
That's love.
Knew the words, everything. So
that's hella love.
Straight
right
love, because he was happy, genuinely happy for me. Like,
that's dope. And you always need somebody, just like I said throughout this whole interview, that just believes. Like, whether it's your brother, your mom, the homie, your manager, like you got like that shit's important.
It is
to have because it's reassuring that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Facts.
And no matter what, people should be able to be like look at themselves and be like, oh, I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. But to know that there's people around that are paying attention and seeing it and giving you that praise, even if it's just that brief moment or that one, hey, bro, you doing it. Keep going. Like, that shit means so much.
Especially when it comes from someone who is close to you. Mm-hmm. It does mean a lot, bro. Like you said, just to hear, like, I'm proud of you.
Just need a little bit. Yeah. Like I said, that one little pat on the back can mean the difference of you, like, fucking going the next 10 years and going harder than you've ever fucking did.
I'm telling you,
or
bro,
you quit
that shit
tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It means a lot, bro. Like, especially as a creative and just someone who has a big vision and you feel like you're not understood a lot of times. Just to hear those little things, like you said, like, you got it, or just like, I'm proud of you, bro, like, you on the right path. It's just like you said, reassuring.
Yeah, that reassurance is important. So so obviously COVID, that was a shit year for everybody. So we gonna just fucking toss that shit out to 2020. You dig what I'm saying? We ain't gonna sit there and dwell on it.
Yeah.
You obviously had to adjust. You obviously had to just do what you could to make shit happen and make it through the year like everybody did. So we ain't gonna sit there and waste your time or anybody else's time on 2020. Fuck you, 2020. So 2021 though, man, you making moves, you making noise. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making noise, bro. Like,
you trying, man.
Like, the thing that was so crazy that I wanted to save is So over the last 2 days, like I said, I've been listening to you crazy.
Yeah.
Not only have I turned my little brother onto you and got him waking up, showering, listening to you and shit, getting ready for work and shit.
Hard.
But what was it? Today's Saturday. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was out driving and I heard one of your songs being played from some random car that was like behind me or next to me or whatever.
Serious?
Bruh.
That's
I was like,
dope.
oh, that's crazy.
That's dope.
So that's, to me, that was like evidence like this, like he's making it. Like when the city starts to support, even if it's just random people who may not have any influence, but those are like the most important, right? Because they're going to be the ones that just have that shit on fucking repeat. The replay value, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they looking for that replay value.
Fans,
you definitely got replay value. So it was dope to kind of have that little coincidence happen right before I met you.
I want to hear that.
Searching you up and shit. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to turn my shit down, like, because it was a whole nother song. So I was like, am I like in my fucking mind? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just listened to this shit too much. Like, what the fuck is going on? I turned the shit down. I'm like, oh, that's somebody really playing that shit. Like, it's crazy.
That's dope.
So I was like, that's dope, bro. So congratulations to you on that, man. Like, you definitely making noise, bro. And I think that's the most important thing is just to see people like yourself from my city doing it. And that's what made me so excited about this interview. When I even hit you up, bro, I'm excited to meet you today, dog. Because you don't see the people from our city have your type of success in your lane. Yeah. You know, I have a lot of rap homies and artist homies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, some of them are dope, some of them are, you know, I you know what I mean?
I'm just,
But none of them are doing what you're doing or taking it as serious, in my opinion, as you are. Definitely some that are trying to and are looking to get to like the level that you have, and some have, you know what I'm saying? I can't disregard everybody and be like, no one's reached it, but majority, you know, they're striving to even fathom a little bit of your life.
I'm definitely blessed, and I don't take none of it for granted at all. But I think sometimes it's hard, you know, because I just know I can do so much more, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely blessed. I feel like it's a misconception though. Like, this shit wasn't handed to me at all. Like, bro, I worked so fucking hard.
Well, and that's why this interview was so important, right? Yeah. So that you could explain. Music's been something you've been doing since you were 9, essentially. Exactly. Right? Got serious in middle school, took it even more serious in high school, you know, and slowly progressed to where you are now.
I put the time in, bro. Like, I just really care about the craft. I care about the music, bro. Like, I think that's where everything starts, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to ask about that 2-year hiatus, you know, to explain that to people.
And I don't know nobody who would do that.
I can see the difference. You know, I understood why once I actually was like really trying to understand what was going on and why that happened. Yeah. And it made sense when I was like, okay, let me think about my artist homies that I've had conversations with and the ones that are successful, you know, like really successful. And it's like, oh, this was that moment where he had to stop trying to imitate or do, you know, this shit that he sees someone else do and just become Jakob.
Yeah, I had to find my sound.
So like that I knew that, but I could tell that if my first immediate reaction was, why did he not draw music to you? You know what I'm saying? Other people was probably looking at that too, like it was just kind of weird, you know, if they like to dive into the older stuff. But what's next for you, man? What can the people be excited for from Jakob Campbell from here on out, sir?
So I just dropped a brand new single called I Can't Do It All.
Facts, which you've been promoting like a beast. It's like, it reminds me like that, like when Fetty Wap was pushing that, what was that damn song? The, fuck, that stupid song that blew him up.
Trap Queen?
Yeah. He, like that song was like, what, 2 or 3 years old? And he pushed that shit forever.
That's a lot of people
until
blow
it just
off like stuff
popped.
That is old. Yeah.
And I think that's a method or like a way of pushing your music that I think we need to kind of get back to a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great to have an artist be like, all right, I'm going to drop music all the time, like Future. You could do an album every month. Future's proving it. You know what I'm saying? But when you go and listen to all those albums, they all start to sound the same. They all, you know, like none of it, like 10% of it's got replay value and shit. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I like the fact that you've taken your time to perfect your craft and to allow the music to like resonate and marinate.
Yeah, we try to give it some time to breathe.
Yeah, you gotta,
bruh. Fuck that, man. We ain't letting them breathe, man. We got a new project coming, man. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. It's a 3-part installment. Blood, Sweat, Tears. They all would drop at different times.
That's fire.
Yeah.
But still, again, it's time for that though. I'm ready for that because the last situation was the EP. Who am I, right? So
that was a minute.
So yeah, it's time for a new project. And I'm not mad at you saying that. But the fact that even like I can sit there and say that your project's from 2019, I'm still gonna listen to. Gas, sir. Gas, sir. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that we've got to know Jakob Campbell, I want to ask you to give the people look at either camera here, sir, and give them let's be more specific. Let's give up and coming artists some game. What would you give them as advice? Just whatever you want to spit. You know what I'm saying?
My biggest advice to any artist up and coming, literally, is 2 words: be yourself. You know, that's just the biggest thing I could tell any artist, any creative. Be yourself. Make sure you actually love this music and you're not in it for just a quick check, because I promise you it's not a quick check. It is very hard to do.
Gotta work.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing I tell everybody, any creative, is just to be themselves, because that shit really shines through in the music. And you could tell if someone's not authentic or authentic. And the music hits better, resonates with people when you're yourself. And then, you know, if you love this, man, just don't get discouraged, you know. It's easy to get discouraged. It's like I said, this is a hard thing to do, and it's very stressful. And, you know, when you're not getting the love you feel like your music deserves, just keep pushing. Like, if you feel it deserves that, it's going to get it.
Somebody will find it.
I promise you.
You know what I'm saying? There's enough people on the planet for you to find a couple fans. I'm just saying. That's all he's saying.
Something for everybody, man.
Hell yeah. Well, where can the people find you, man? All your socials, any platforms? How do they get a hold of you or just find you to listen to you and follow your journey, bro?
It's Jakob Campbell, Jakob. Spell it right, you dig?
No, I was about to say
spell it right,
wrong.
You dig? Jakob. Jakob Campbell. Jakob Campbell 7 on all my social medias. Go follow me, man. We got a lot of music coming.
Hell yeah. And he's on all, you know, streaming platforms, Apple Music,
everywhere.
Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, whatever you
wherever
use,
you listen to music,
you're going to find him. You know what I'm saying? Jakob Campbell.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure as soon as you put Jacob spelled wrong with the K, it pretty much pops up.
Yeah.
And some platforms, I think some of them that I was looking at, you might have to put the C, but it pretty much pops up. You know what I'm saying? He's made it at this point. He's known. You know what I mean?
Jakob Campbell, man.
But and I'll put all the stuff down in the links below, as well as, you know, his Instagram and you know the streaming stuff or whatever. But yeah, man, anything that we missed, anything you want to promote? I know you just said something about this 3-part album.
Yeah.
But any shows, anything, collaborations, anything you got going? I mean, you've mentioned something. I don't want to say it, but you know, off camera, y'all mentioned something. You know, I'm just saying, I have to bring you back for that if that ain't ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But anything else?
Right now, I can't do it all. Y'all go listen. One of the hottest songs out.
And the video's fire.
Yeah, shout out Jeremy Pape, man. Shot the video. Went crazy, man.
It's gas.
So y'all go check that out. And, you know, we got a lot of stuff coming. Anything you want to ask me?
Honestly, bro, I'm happy that you came. I'm glad to
be
been able to do this. This experience was dope. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And I look forward to having you back, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, we got to make this a habit. You know, we're at that point now where we're trying to make sure that all the people that we bring on, it doesn't just stop there. We want to incorporate these people into more aspects of what we're doing so that we can continue to build and help push you guys too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always got to be that working relationship. So the more I can help give you exposure and just platforms to, you know, be on, hopefully that favor's returned. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I work, bro. That's how I operate. You dig? So that's all I have, bro. Come back. Make sure y'all come back. Whether it's an interview or you come to the Kush Coughfee Morning Show, talk some shit with us. You know what I'm saying? Bring Big Jake in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I want Big Jake. Come talk his shit. in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know you.
We got some other
bro.
shit. We got some other shit going on too that, you know, we're definitely looking to have people incorporated in and just, you know, doing some dope shit. So
yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's make it happen.
Appreciate you.
I love all you guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do what you have to do. Hit that subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you share, like, comment, because it helps
that.
push us in the algorithm. If you're not a member already, become a member. For the YouTube, you know, watchers, this is going to be uploaded on multiple platforms. So, but YouTube, you can become a member. Do that because you get some special shit, exclusive content, all that. You dig what I'm saying? And yeah, go follow Jakob Campbell, man. Go help run up his Instagram. Go run up the music streams. Go just do what you got to do to support this young man.
Bro, man.
And yeah, hey, if you want some merch,
go run
thatguymilehigh.com. Get your Mile High apparel. You know what I'm saying?
Go run
and remember
bro.
to live your life high, honest, intelligent, and a little bit humble. See, look,
you don't know his
boy getting hot. God damn. Always remember to live your life high on, bruh.
High, intelligent, genuine, honest.
Always remember to live life high, honest, intelligent, genuine, humble. And I'll see you in the next one. You dig what I'm saying? There we go.
There
we got it out. Just took a few minutes. You dig? It's that stoner shit right there. I love you guys. There is no me without you. And I'll catch you on the next one.
Yes, sir.